Hey there, internet denizens. It's your friendly neighborhood comedian political commentator here, back to break down another complicated issue with a healthy dose of cynicism and hopefully some clarity. Today's target? None other than our good friend Google, the tech giant that seems to know everything about us. Sometimes even things we don't want to admit to ourselves. The US Justice Department is throwing some serious shade at Google, specifically at its online advertising business. We're talking about a potential lawsuit, folks, one that could shake up the internet as we know it. Why is the government so interested in Google's love affair with ads? Well, it all boils down to those two little words that strike fear and boredom into the hearts of many antitrust laws. These laws exist to prevent companies from becoming too big, too powerful, and too monopoly-ish. Think of them as the referees of the business world, blowing the whistle on any company trying to hog the ball and crush the competition. The US government seems to think Google's been playing a little rough in the online advertising game, and they're not afraid to issue a yellow card, or in this case, a lawsuit. Now, you might be thinking, John, why should I care about this? I just want to watch cat videos and order questionable items online. And you know what? You're right. But here's the thing, this case could have a ripple effect across the internet, potentially changing how we access information, connect with businesses, and even how much we pay for goods and services. So buckle up, Buttercup, because things are about to get interesting. Let's face it, Google is the Beyoncé of the internet. Ridiculously popular, undeniably influential, and with a knack for being everywhere at once. From search engines to email to online video, Google's got its fingers in a lot of digital pies. But the real moneymaker, the crown jewel of the Google empire, is its advertising business. We're talking about a massive operation that connects advertisers with billions of users across the globe. Google's ad platform is like the Times Square of the internet, a bustling marketplace where businesses big and small compete for our precious attention. And boy, do they compete. Every time you search for something online, click on a website or watch a YouTube video, you're bombarded with ads tailored to your interests, browsing history, and probably even your deepest fears. Now, you might be wondering, what's wrong with a little targeted advertising? And to be fair, targeted ads can be helpful. They can introduce you to new products, remind you to buy that thing you've been eyeing, and even help you find the best deals. But here's the rub. Google's dominance in the online advertising market is staggering. We're talking about a company that controls a significant chunk of the digital ad space, giving it immense power over which ads we see, how much businesses pay for those ads, and ultimately, how much money Google makes. That kind of power can be intoxicating. And some argue that Google has used its position to stifle competition, drive up prices for advertisers, and limit consumer choice. In other words, they're accused of being a bit of a digital bully, using their size and influence to throw their weight around. And that's where those pesky antitrust laws come in, ready to break up the party and remind everyone that even in the Wild West of the internet, there are rules to be followed. Okay, so the US government is breathing down Google's neck, threatening to dismantle its advertising empire in the name of fairness and competition. But what does that actually mean for us, the humble users caught in the crossfire? Well, the potential impacts of this antitrust action are about as predictable as the weather in England. Messy, unpredictable, and with a good chance of unexpected consequences. Let's start with the potential positives. Breaking up Google's advertising business could pave the way for a more diverse and competitive market. Imagine a world where smaller ad tech companies can thrive, offering innovative solutions and driving down prices for advertisers. This could lead to lower costs for businesses, which could translate to lower prices for consumers. Plus, a more competitive market could foster innovation, leading to better ad experiences for everyone involved. But hold your horses, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Breaking up Google's ad business could also have some negative consequences. For starters, it could disrupt the online advertising ecosystem, making it harder for businesses to reach their target audiences. This could lead to less effective advertising, which could hurt both businesses and consumers. Moreover, dismantling Google's ad machine could impact the company's ability to fund its many free services like Google Search, Gmail, and YouTube. Would we have to start paying for these services? Would they be riddled with even more ads than before? These are questions that keep even the most tech-savvy experts up at night. The truth is, no one knows for sure what the long-term consequences of this antitrust action will be. It's a gamble, a roll of the dice that could either revolutionize the internet or throw it into chaos. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a bumpy ride. So, there you have it, folks. The US government is gearing up for a showdown with Google, and the future of online advertising hangs in the balance. It's a complex issue with no easy answers, and the outcome will have far-reaching implications for businesses, consumers, and the internet as a whole. Will this lawsuit succeed in breaking up Google's advertising dominance? Will it usher in a new era of competition and innovation in the digital ad space? Or will it create chaos and uncertainty, leaving us all longing for the days of simple banner ads and pop-up windows? Only time will tell. One thing's for certain, the internet is evolving at a breakneck pace and the rules of the game are constantly changing. This antitrust lawsuit is just one example of the growing pains we're experiencing as we navigate the ever-evolving digital landscape. So buckle up, because the ride's not over yet, and who knows, maybe, just maybe, this whole antitrust thing will lead to a better, fairer and less ad-infested internet for everyone. A comedian can dream, can't he? Like and subscribe for more interesting and important info.